This past award season, we watched Octavia Spencer and Viola Davis win award after award for their work in the film The Help, but what we didn't see were the years of rejection, typecasting, and lack of good roles that hinder actresses in Hollywood.
It can be particularly challenging, I guess you could say, for actresses of color. A new documentary titled I Heart Hollywood follows the lives of some of these women. Mashari Layla Bain and Cece Foster are the creators, and they are the producers. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Now, while this is Black History Month and we're focusing sort of on that, I suspect that you have found this to be true for all actresses of color.
Absolutely. I personally have had some very interesting experiences being mixed-raced in this business, one of which I was just telling her about. My very first agency audition, they didn't want to bring me into the agency because they thought I was Polynesian. And they said they didn't have a lot of roles for Polynesian women, and I was like, well, I'm not Polynesian, but okay.
So talk to us. I mean, take us into the trenches. And is that an extreme example, or is that something that happens to you every day?
That's probably one of the extreme. I mean, for me, I've always been told little things like, I mean, you're too short, you're too dark. It's always you're too something in this business because it's so challenging. And I mean, you're dealing with, you know, casting directors that sometimes don't know what they want until they see it. So it's kind of like you have to be able to hit your mark and get your lines down and whatever. But it's still a challenge when...
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the case with all actors. There's always something.
You're always to anything, to this or to that.
Exactly.
And you put yourself out there for each audition, and you hope, is this the one? Is this the big one? And it's just
But in particular, and talk about this film, is that you look at some of the trials and tribulations of women of color. What led you, I mean, obviously it was your own experiences that led you to do this documentary.
Yeah, we really decided to produce this film as being, you know, since being in the industry and we know how hard it is firsthand, we wanted to give other actresses that voice to speak their truth of, you know, what their struggles have been with, you know, the industry. And it's multicultural.
That was one thing that was really important to me, is you don't see films, you usually see one or two ethnic roles for someone in a movie, and I wanted to have a full range of everyone. So we feature 14 actresses in this movie, and they're all different nationalities, and that is a beautiful thing to me to see on one movie.
Did you see a common theme through
Well,
their
the thing that we talk about race a little bit, but the good thing, the underlying theme of the movie is that we're all going through the same thing. We all have the same issues regardless of what race or nationality we are. We don't really discuss that too much.
Do you find that at the management level, at the studio level, the people who are running production companies, that there is the diversity that I think tends to bring more proper stories? That is a better look, a realistic look at our lives. Have you found diversity?
Well, finding diversity is a challenge in this industry, and that was one of the reasons what led me to start producing our own work, because we want to represent that woman, you know, of color who can create strong roles. So that's what this industry is really lacking. You know, the decision makers need to be more minorities, and then we can start to see little by little those roles that are great for actresses of color.
I always encourage actors to get behind the camera because that is so important. If you want to see roles for you, produce your own work, write your own work, and be behind the scenes.
Which is exactly what you guys have done with I Heart Hollywood. Where can people see it?
Oh, it's available on Amazon.
Excellent.
Yes.
And we'll have a link to information about the film, Mashari Layla Bain and Cece Foster, I Heart Hollywood, hate crossed out. Thanks for doing great work, and keep it up.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. Thank you, ladies.
Everyone, these are the creators and the co-producers of I Heart Hollywood, and they have put together this incredible event to support Hollywood Heart. I am very excited because they are ambitious, they are talented, they are beautiful.
Thank you.
Cece Foster, Mashari Layla Bain.
Hello. Hello.
I have to say it's amazing because there is so much talent behind the production and behind this film, and it's amazing when you have actors, when you have producers, writers, everyone who have their talent, but they're coming together not only to make a piece of art, but to change the lives of kids and to show that Hollywood can do positive things.
Exactly our point. Exactly the point. That's one of our main points of the movie, too.
Of the film and the entire project.
We were looking for a local organization that gave back to youth, and also our producer actually had the idea of giving back to youth that had something to do with an entertainment business. So we found this organization. They were local to Los Angeles, so we thought this was the perfect organization to give back to.
It's wonderful.
I agree.
She agrees. We have consensus because we don't want a catfight on the red carpet. This is good.